Welcome
and
to the deep
horrible.
dive. Today we're looking into something incredibly difficult. Two recent, very tragic events.
Yes, involving infants and family pets,
Was
specifically
mauled by
the
their own
deaths
family
of
pet.
7-month-old Eliza Turner in Columbus, Ohio, and 6-month-old Kaomi Temple down in Baytown, Texas.
Both incidents involved fatal attacks by family pit bulls. We've gathered information from, well, news reports, police statements, family social media, Eliza's obituary.
And also local regulations regarding dog breeds in those cities.
Exactly. So our aim here is really just to understand the facts, what happened immediately after, and the context. We're laying out the information we have, not getting into broader debates.
Precisely. Just focusing on the details reported in these specific, very sad cases.
Okay, so let's start with Columbus, Ohio. This happened on a Wednesday. 7-month-old Eliza Turner was attacked.
Right, by one of the family's pit bulls. They apparently had 3 in the home.
She was rushed to Nationwide Children's Hospital, but tragically, she passed away from her injuries.
And the police, Sergeant James Fuca, he described it as a tragic accident.
Yeah, and they've indicated that they don't expect to file any charges.
Which seems to be the initial assessment. Franklin County Animal Control did step in, of course.
Right. They took the dogs and, well, what happens to them is still being determined as far as we know.
That's standard procedure in these kinds of situations.
What really stood out were the parents' reactions on social media, just raw grief.
Understandably.
Eliza's mother, Mackenzie Copley, she posted these photos of Eliza with one of the dogs. It was heartbreaking. She wrote, expressing disbelief, this was the same dog who was side by side with my baby every single day.
Wow.
Why is this happening?
That really highlights the shock and the feeling of trust that was there before. It suggests this was completely unexpected for them.
Absolutely. And the father, Cameron Turner, he also posted, just conveying deep sadness, asking why their family. He later shared her obituary.
It just underscores that bond they felt and the suddenness of it all.
The obituary itself, it painted such a picture, called her spunky, happy, always smiling.
Yeah, those details really personalized the loss.
It mentioned her grandfather called her Kicking Wing because her little legs would go crazy when she was excited.
Oh, that's very sweet. It just makes it even more poignant.
Definitely. And there's a GoFundMe set up. It looks like it raised a fair bit quite quickly, showing, community support for the family. Her funeral was scheduled for Monday.
That community response is important. It shows how these events affect everyone around them.
But tragically, this wasn't the only case recently, just a few days before the Ohio incident.
Right, down in Baytown, Texas. Another baby girl, Kaomi Temple, just 6 months old.
Also fatally attacked by a family pit bull.
And in that case, Animal Control took the dog, and the reports say the family agreed to have it euthanized.
And similar to Ohio, authorities stated no charges were filed there either.
The timing is,
Yeah.
well, it's quite striking. 2 such similar tragedies involving babies happening so close together.
It really is sobering. So looking at these 2 cities, Columbus and Baytown, what about regulations? Any bans on pit bulls?
Well, no. Neither city has an outright ban.
Okay, so even though some parts of Ohio and Texas might have restrictions.
Right. Breed-specific legislation exists in some places, but not specifically in Columbus or Baytown. They permit ownership.
So the issue in these specific places wasn't about legality of the breed itself.
It seems not. It points more towards, general dog ownership responsibilities, the risks, especially with very young children around.
So putting it all together, we have these 2 terrible incidents. We have families, like Eliza's mother explicitly stated, who clearly loved and trusted their dogs.
Yeah, her words about the dog being side by side with the baby every day really drive that home.
But despite that affection, these events just, they highlight a really difficult reality, don't they? That potential danger can exist.
Absolutely. It underscores the need for constant, careful supervision, maybe rethinking how we manage interactions between pets and infants, regardless of the perceived temperament or the breed.
It's about understanding inherent risks, perhaps.
Exactly. Each situation is unique, deeply tragic for the families, but taken together, they certainly bring the complexities of safety in homes with animals right to the forefront.
They're just incredibly heartbreaking stories. Our thoughts are really with both of those families going through
Come to thoughts on
unimaginable
this story.
loss.
Without a doubt.
It really makes you pause and think. When we consider these deeply sad situations, what are all the complex factors that shape how we view safety and responsibility with our animals, especially right inside our own families?
Well, it's a tough
Thanks.
question with no easy answers.